I'm sorry, everybody. Yes, I'm Scott Blair, and this is 16 Pole Racing's Adding Blinkers, and we've got a special guest today. We're live at the Crosswalk Bar and Club right across the street from the American Pharaoh statue at the track at Oaklawn Park, and longtime handicapper that is stationed here at the Crosswalk every day of the Oaklawn meet is Mark the Magician. Mark, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Scott. Thanks for having me on. That's like you said, I've been doing this for 24 years. Used to be at the old Long Shot Saloon next door, and they tore it down. So I'm over here at the Crosswalk and do my radio shows each week. And we'll talk more about that as we go.
Okay, all right. So, as all my podcasts, I let these guys pick out the races they want to talk about. And Mark's got a couple picked out for today. And also, then we will look at the Essex Handicap a little bit in depth. So, we're going to get started first with today's 8th race here at Oaklawn. Right, Mark? Is that the right one? Race 8?
Yes. Race 8. Let's go to it. That starts
it's a mile and a 16th, claiming 20,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime. They're going a mile and a 16th. Mark, take it away.
All right, 8th race at Oaklawn Park today, beginning your late pick 4, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We're going to start the bottom. Now, what you said, start with my third choice here. Third choice in this race is number 8, Grand Oracle. It won his last race, and it was claimed by Abel Rodriguez Ramirez. If you don't know who this guy is, you need to know who he is. He's the guy that trains for Carl Broberg and kind of took over Carl when he stopped training. All of his horses are live, and they're always dangerous, whether they're 3 to 5 or 12 to 1, whatever they are, they're always very, very dangerous. This is one you don't want to leave out of your exactas and your trifectas in the 8th race. Scott?
Yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. And, he is 29% off the claim. And the only concern I have about this horse is him stretching out. He has ran 2 turns once or twice before, but that would be my only concern about him. You're comfortable with him stretching out today?
I'm comfortable with him stretching out under this. When Ron Moquet had him, I don't think he was quite in the right hands there, and I think Abel can straighten this one out. And he does get Ramon Vasquez, and as you well know, Ramon and Christian both have the same jockey agent, and you see who my top choice, which we'll talk about in a minute, that's going to get your top jock here at Oaklawn.
All right. Who's your second choice?
Second choice in this race is the number 3 horse. Number 3 horse is, go back to it here, Chaperone. Got your little price horse in here at 8 to 1, trained by Steve Asmussen. Got his son Keith riding this one. If you look way back, this horse has not run since November 25th. The horse did not finish the race because the jock got thrown off. That was Eric that got thrown off, not Keith. So he's got his other son on it this time. And this one could be very, very dangerous, especially in your exotics. And at 8 to 1, that's a good, juicy price for your exactas and your trifectas. Scott?
Yeah, what I really like about Chaperone is the drop in the class here. And you can't go wrong with Steve Asmussen in the claiming race here at Oaklawn. He is a formidable presence every time he puts a horse on the track in claiming races and other races as well. But he is very, very strong. So anyway, he I like this horse dropping down in class. He's been running Allowance and Company. The only problem I had with this horse was just the layoff, Mark. That was it.
Yeah, and when Steve drops them down like this, he drops them when they're ready to be dropped. He doesn't just drop them to see what they'll do. He knows if they're ready or not. He's always out there watching his horses every day down to 16th pole, and he's on top of every little thing that happens with all of his horses, especially when his kids are on them.
Yeah, we had a great conversation with him out at the track on, I guess that was Thursday afternoon. Really enjoyed talking to him for just a couple minutes. Okay, who's your top choice?
Top choice in this race, trained by Sean Williams, and I've got a lot of history with Sean. He trained a horse for me called Trusty Rusty out at Del Mar, and that's where Sean goes when he leaves here. As a matter of fact, he claimed this horse at Del Mar for $10,000, I believe it was. $10,000 back in November at Del Mar. He ran this horse for a $32,000 price tag on February 19th here at Oaklawn. Went off at 4 to 1, got beat by a length and a quarter in this race. And there was a horse that ran third here. Weaponized was the only horse that was really close to him in that race. And I think Sean's got this one set, and it gets Christian Torres right back on him again today. And I believe this is going to be your winner in this race. And a very good exacta box there, 138, but a very strong play on number 1, City of Angels, in the 8th race to begin your late pick 4. Scott?
Yeah, I really like this horse too. And the thing that really you get a little bit concerned about is when these connections bring a horse over from California, but he's already proven he can run here. So there's no question marks in regards to that, right?
And no question.
Yeah, and he's dropping down. I mean, he was at 32. He's coming in here at 20. So I really like his chances. And I one of the things I do when I go through a form, the first thing I do is eliminate races. If you pull out all of his turf races and his sprints, I mean, when you're just looking at dirt routes, he's definitely one that you're going to have to reckon with today.
Definitely. And Sean's has nothing to lose here, getting this horse for 10,000. He's made a little money already. If he can win today, if it happens to get claimed for 20, it's a win-win for him. Either way you look at it.
Absolutely. Okay, Mark, put him back in order for us.
From top to bottom.
Either way you
all right.
At this point.
City of Angels, number 1, my top choice. Second choice in this race, number 3, which was Grand Or. Is that right?
No, Chaperone.
Chaperone, number 3, 8-1, and number 8, Grand Oracle is my third choice here. Very good exacta trifecta race for you.
Okay. All right. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump all the way to the end of the card, the 11th race, and let me tell you, I kind of get fascinated with these handicappers and the races that they are choosing to cover. And boy, we talked about this just a little bit before we went on the air, Mark. This condition is a tough one. It's claiming 12,500, but they are 4 years old and up and they've started at Oaklawn this meet, and that goes all the way back to December. They've had to start at Oaklawn this meet, and they couldn't have hit the board, so they couldn't have finished any higher than 4th. And so it makes for a very, very interesting condition, and they're going a mile. I'm kind of surprised they were even able to publish pars on this race the way it's laid out, but we do. The Brisnet form I use has got pars, and that helps me with my handicapping. So, Mark, who's your third choice? And let's take them from bottom to top.
Third choice in this race for me is probably going to be the top choice for a lot of folks. Number 5, Big Commerce. Number 5, Big Commerce was 4th in his last race. Rafael Bejarano does stay on this one. And when Rafael is riding for Ray Ashford, he's a 36% winner and a 64% in the money with Ray. So this is one you definitely don't want to leave out of your exotics here. Does have a shot to win it, be a great exacta race. But this is my third choice, number 5, Big Commerce. And the nightcap and going out the door. And the reason I like the last race, that's kind of on my radio show, it's my going out the door race. Mm-hmm. I like to have one of my best bets of the day taking you out the door, because everybody likes to go out the door winner.
Okay, I want to just divert here for just a minute. So Oaklawn has moved the feature race, and I never have figured it out yet why they do not do it the next to the last race. But for years, most tracks have their feature race the next to the last, right? And you'll see a lot of people after the big horses run, they'll start filing out, and some of the casual fans. And I've always called the last race the one for the addicts, the guys that got to stay and got to play and are going to try to make up, or they're going to try to parlay that bankroll into something a little bit extra. I call it the one for the addicts. And that's where we're at here, is in the 11th race, the one for the addicts.
Exactly. And when Matt Jones was on the show years ago with me, the old quarterback for Arkansas, he would say, man, Mark, that last race every day, you'll hit it 9 times out of 10. And the reason that is, I start from the bottom of the races going up when I'm handicapping. I start at the last race and work to the top. And I really focus on that one because I want people to have some money in their pocket going out the door for sure.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. You say you start at the end of the card and work backwards. You're not the only person I've heard do that before, say that before. What's your strategy in that regard?
When I started my tip sheet 25 years ago, that was just the way I started it. I just felt more comfortable because the feature race is down at the bottom, and usually the early part of the card is fairly weak or fairly easy. Mm-hmm. It's mostly daily doubles, exactas, maybe a pick 3, but the bottom part of the card is really the meat of the card. A lot of people don't start playing until after the 5th race anyway, because they get to the track late.
I like to go to the bottom of the card because of the feature race down there. And if I start up if I'm going to do a whole card and I start in race 1, I start losing focus by the time I get down there. So I want to look at the later races while I'm fresh and my mind's not getting cluttered. All right.
Exactly.
So let's go. You start with your third, and let's you've already given us the third, right?
Gave you the third choice.
Yeah. Let's go to the second choice.
The number 1 horse, Stellar Vino on the rail. Christian Torres does ride this for Jade Cunningham. Horse was 6 last time on let's see, March 1st, I believe it was, and ran 12.5 starter. Is that what that is? A 12.5 starter allowance. Ran 6 at 49-1. Really had no shot there. I think Jay was just trying to give this horse an out. It got claimed from a 10 strike racing, you know, way back. So you probably know a little bit about this one. And it's got a shot to hit the board. Now, I don't think it's going to be over betting this race. It's not going to be one of those CAW horses in the last race. You know, there's always that one horse that gets a ton of money. It's either going to be this one or the 2 horse, I believe, that gets a ton of money at the last minute. But Stellar Vino is going to be right there in your exacta, but not my top choice. That'd be my second choice in the nightcap here at Oaklawn.
Yeah, the starter allowance level that he ran out last time, that was just Cunningham just trying to get a feel for what he had, I think. And actually, in my opinion, this is a drop back in class, and it falls in between the allowance that he ran last time, the starter allowance, and where he was claimed at 8,000. So this is a perfect fit for him. He's ran 2 turns a few times. At the distance, he's won. He's hit the board 5 out of 7 times at this distance, so you definitely can't leave him out.
Definitely can't leave it out. I just don't think it's my top choice. He will be in my pick 5, though. I'll use all 3 of my choices in my late pick 5 there. So I never single anything in a pick 5 unless it's just something I really have a strong opinion about.
Okay, your top horse. Now, you talk about being familiar with someone. This is a horse that I'm very familiar with. He nosed us out with a horse we had named Iron Clover, nosed us out in the Texas Derby back when they were all 3 years old. Now we're going to fast forward 3 years, and let's talk about him.
Oh, this horse, number 2, Hayes Strike, my top choice, gets Ramon Vasquez, and here's the Abel Rodriguez Ramirez again. The trainer that's right at 30% or better, and is going to up that percentage today. He's got several horses in today. I believe he's got 3 in on the card. And this one ran last time for 20,000. When Abel drops them, he pops them in the nightcap here at Oaklawn. 6-1 on the morning line, and you may get close to that. Now, if you look up on that board and he opens up at 2-1 or 6-5, you'll know the word is out. And it always seems to be one horse in the nightcap that just gets pounded. Yesterday we had a 12-1 morning line. Opened up at 5-2, went off at 7-5, and got beat in the stretch and ran second. But those CAW horses, the people that are betting online, those computer automated wagering, as they call them, you really got to watch out for those, because those guys are in the know and they get a lot of last minute information. And this may be one that really gets pounded in the nightcap. But I really like this horse. The horse has run 5 times at Oaklawn. It's won at Oaklawn already. It ran 3rd at Oaklawn, but with the hands of Abel, and Abel's had this horse for quite a while, it looks like. I believe this one is ready to go. Be my top choice in the nightcap. Number 2, Hayes Strike at Oaklawn in the nightcap. Scott?
Yeah, and he's dropping in class, so you've got to give him some consideration. And of course, I didn't talk about Ramirez when you went through him on the first go around, but yeah, talk about hot. He is hot, and there's nothing here that gives me any reason to believe that this horse won't be right there at the finish.
Yeah, and Christian was on this horse last time, and he's riding the one for Jade Cunningham. So, you know, both of these horses are live, or otherwise he wouldn't have gotten off this one to go to the 1. So don't be if you see the 1-2, 2-1 exacta, this could be very simply one of your best exactas of the day. And it could be a $25, $30 exacta with a 6-1 horse on here.
Okay, go ahead and put them in order for us.
Let's put them in order from top to bottom. Race number 11, the nightcap at Oaklawn Park. Number 2, Hayes Strike. My top choice is 6-1. Number 1, Stellar Vino on the rail with Christian Torres, 5-2 on the morning line. And my third choice here, Big Commerce, 2-1-5. And for you superfecta players, 2-1-5-9 if you're looking for your fourth choice and your super here.
There you go. All right, now we're going to look at the feature race of the day. It's the Grade 3 Essex Handicap. It's a 1.8 miles, 4 years old and up. This would be what I would probably consider the final tune-up for the Oaklawn Handicap. I'm sure that several of these horses in here have got their sights set on that race coming up in a few weeks. But they're going 1.8 miles, $500,000, 4 years old and up. Okay, Mark, what do you got?
We got to start at the bottom. All right, we're going to start at the bottom. Race 9, that's the featured race today, the $500,000 Essex Handicap. My third choice here is number 6, Accelerize. Number 6, Accelerize.
I thought that was your top choice.
No, that's my
Okay,
third
I've
choice.
got it
Yep.
backwards. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 6 is my third
All right.
choice here, Accelerize. I'm not going against that big horse here. Accelerize gets Christian Torres today. And Johnny V was on this horse last time, running the mine shaft at the fairgrounds. Ran second by a head, got beat by Hit Show that day. So I
Yeah.
think this horse should have won that day, just a head bob away from it. This horse would be definitely in your exotics here, and you could get 4 or 5 to 1. Worked a bullet on March 14th before it got to Oaklawn Park. And what's today, the 21st? So just a week ago, this horse worked a bullet. This horse could be second or third easily behind the big favorite in this race, Scott.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm just going to say right here, Accelerize is my top choice in this race. They're adding the blinkers. He doesn't need any more front end speed. It's obvious he can do that. I think they just need to try to keep him a little more focused, maybe as they come down through the stretch. Pletcher, Spendthrift, Rapoli, all those connections. That is solid. I'm going to have him way up there on my list. And not that third's not down there, but I just think he might provide the upset today. What else?
Okay, my second choice here is going to be a horse I'm very familiar with and won a lot of money with this horse. The horse has won $645,000 lifetime and only 14 starts. Number 3 at 12 to 1 on the morning line, Gould's Gold. Just worked a bullet here last Saturday. I believe that was 47 flat. Best of 90 that day, Gould's Gold. This horse is going to get a check, going to be second or third here. Don't think this one's going to win, like you said, shooting for the Oaklawn handicap. But Gould's Gold at 12 to 1. It'll probably be closer to 5 or 6 to 1 in this race. But Gould's Gold is definitely a strong contender in the featured Essex handicap today.
Yeah, I didn't have really any opinions on him. I think he would be on my ticket for sure. I don't know if I would include him in my horizontals, pick 4s, pick 5s, but I would definitely have him in my exactas, trifectas here in this race. Very consistent on the speed figures. He's ran well enough to win, the numbers are, but he just hasn't been getting it done lately. He's finished third 4 straight times. But yes, he could definitely be a factor here, and I would not leave him out of my exotics.
I totally agree with that. And then we got to talk about the big horse here.
Okay, yeah. I guess they got him on the plane this time.
They got him on the plane. He was supposed to go to Dubai and run for the $20 million Saudi cap or whatever it's called down there, $20 million race. Went crazy on the plane, and they said, well, let's just back him out and let's go to Arkansas and run for $500,000 instead of $20 million. And this horse will probably be in the Breeders' Cup at the end of the year also. He's right up there with Forever Young, I'm sure. Number 5, Skippylongstocking. They bought this horse for $37,000, and he's already won over $5.4 million for Safi Joseph. Micah Husbands comes in to ride, and Safi's also got another horse running today that looks really good. But Skippy, going to be a single on my pick 5, my pick 6, my pick 3, my daily double. I'm singling this one on top. It's just, they're not going to beat Skippy today at Oaklawn Park, Scott.
Yeah, he had a couple bad races mid-year last year in August. I just crossed them off my the list. I've scratched them on the form. And when you scratch those 2 races out and you look at it, I mean, this horse is serious. I don't know if he'll get it done today. I think he's going to be right there. I think Accelerize might trip him up. I would definitely have him in every exacta, trifecta, horizontal. I would have this horse in there.
Yeah, that 100 speed figure on Brisnet last time won the Pegasus Invitational, and his stablemate, White Abario, who will, from what I'm hearing, going to be here for the Oaklawn handicap. So I believe Safi will take Skippy out and then run White Abario in the Oaklawn handicap is the word I'm getting, but who knows, they could change their mind at the last minute. And White Abario has always been one of my favorites. The horse that got scratched on Breeders' Cup Day, getting in the gate, and said he's walking funny, so they scratch him. So that's kind of silly how they did that. And then Bob Baffert ends up running 1-2 in that race. So something fishy going on in California always. So that's why I like this Arkansas racing, Scott.
Yeah, it's I like all 3 of your horses. So let's go back through them one more time. You put them in order.
Now from top to bottom, Skippy Longstocking right on top. Number 5, my second choice at 12 to 1 on the morning line. Number 3, Gould's Gold. for Lance Gasaway. And number 6, Accelerize, the one your top choice there. So 536 in the featured Essex Handicap today at Oaklawn.
All right. Well, that kind of wraps this up. Let's thank some people. Then we're going to let Mark tell you how you can get his picks anytime and all the time. First of all, let's thank Arkansas Beverage Sales, the people that are the Anheuser-Busch distributors here in this part of the state, and Michelob Ultra. They're one of our sponsors. We really appreciate them. We also appreciate Brothers Roofing and Restoration. He does residential roofing all across the entire western half of the state, whether it's Hot Springs, Batesville, Springdale, the River Valley, Fort Smith, that area. Look up Brothers Roofing and Restoration. 40 years in the industry. He'll be glad to help you. It is storm season, so if you're unfortunate and experience some hail damage, he'll be glad to help you. Okay. And then we also want to always thank the people at ESPN Arkansas, Tommy Kraft and them. They put all of our podcasts on their website, hitthatline.com. Okay. Lang, before we sign, I'm sorry. Mark, before we sign off, go ahead and tell these people how they get that green sheet.
All right. How you get my sheet here is Mark the Magician. You can get it at markthemagician.com. Like I said, this is my 24th year of publishing the sheet. You can get it at Oaklawn. You can get it on my website. You can get it here at the Crosswalk Bar and Grill. And if you can't make it to the track, you got your Oaklawn anywhere and all your apps, your FanDuel. And that's a pretty cool deal. FanDuel, I think, is joining up with them now for gambling purposes. And you can get it. What was I at there? You can get it there. Those 3 places. Come see me. And then I was going to tell you something else, but I forgot exactly what it was. Oh, 103.7 The Buzz during the week. If you're listening on the radio, 100,000 watt nice station here in Arkansas. And then I'm on there at 1:30 each race day. And on the point 94.1, the classic rock station each day at 11:25 with Jeff Allen, and on the Buzz with Freaky Joe Franklin and Wes Moore each afternoon. So that's how you get them. And I always try to find some people, some really nice races. I go over 3 races on the radio and always get that going out the door race and try to make people money. And that's what I've done for 24 years. And I plan on doing it for another 24.
That is fantastic. Yeah. And I knew I was forgetting somebody to thank. And it's the Crosswalk. I mean, that's where we are. You can see it back here behind us. The Crosswalk is kind enough to let us do this show each and every Saturday morning from Oaklawn. And we want to thank them. Today, their special is $7 Bloody Marys all day long. You can see the band is already set. They were here. We were working around each other when I was setting up for the podcast. They're already here. It's a 3-day rain is going to be playing. They start right after the last race. So come see them. I'm sure that Jason's going to probably have some stuff coming off the smoker. Just an incredible time. The weather's perfect. It's another Chamber of Commerce Saturday out there. Hell, I'm going to go home and change into shorts and go to the infield today.
Beautiful day. Infield's going to be open. School's out and all the spring break. So all the families are here and some great racing. And thanks for having me on, Scott. And maybe we can do it again sometime.
All right. That wraps it up. Until next time, no matter what you're doing today, tomorrow, or anywhere, always go fast and win. Thanks, Mark. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. All right, that rocked out. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that worked out well. Good.